question I get asked a lot is, how can I speed up the learning process? Basically, the learning process is just going to take time. There's no fast way to get good at something. I like to look at modalities of training. So, for example, when you learn a new technique, you must look at that technique, analyze it slowly, try and understand the mechanics of the position, the gripping, and you go through it at a slow pace. You ask your partner for feedback on the position until you get the movements correct. What I would say then is they go on to like resistance sparring. So resistance sparring is not full sparring in the position. It's just the partner's giving you some reactions off the position so that you can add now this to your new sequence. Once you understand what reactions people get, you start to understand the nuances of the position. And the nuances are the things that really make a position work. So for example, you're doing a pass, somebody keeps gripping you in a certain way and stopping you. If you can break that grip, you can assume the passing again. These are the things you have to get good at, is understanding what that person must do to stop your position from working. Then what we do is we take that position after resistance sparring and add it on the isolation sparring. So isolation sparring is where you take one position, one move, and you're trying to fight there in that position for as long as possible. You're looking at all the outcomes from that position, and then what I do is I write down the things that went wrong, and they are the sparring for the next day for me. I will drill that position and spar again until I get it right. Then when you get the isolation sparring correct, is you can add it on the full sparring. The full sparring is all positions. So you're trying to constantly go from stand up to passing to side control to mount, etc. etc. A good way of putting this all together in a warm up is doing flow rolling. So flow rolling is basically where I do a move, my partner does a move, and I get to go through all the repertoire of my techniques, and he gives me the answer or she gives me the answer in slow motion. Then what I can do is dissect what the person is doing and answer that position correctly. If I make a mistake, I can stop during the flow roll, correct it, and we go again. If you're full sparring all the time, trying to see who can win, this can quite often hinder your performance and hinder your learning, because what happens is you're just concentrating on winning and you're not concentrating on actually getting better. So, contrary to popular opinion, full sparring is not the best way to learn. It's actually best to break positions down, understand what's happening in those positions, and then adding it to your game. And then each system you add will make you more and more difficult of an opponent for everybody else.